Sometimes we could all do with pressing the pause button. For me, that means getting outdoors and into the fresh air.
We're here to have fun and relax.
While catching up with pals,
Casey Ainsworth.
All the way from London town.
Nicola Adams.
This is where I grew up, in Yorkshire.
Jeanette Manrara.
and with family.
It's a really good way to bond, getting to know each other through drawing.
So join us
I love very good cat.
as we show how taking a break in nature
There's something about water, there's something about the coastline.
Are you feeling relaxed, Joe McKelvey?
Yeah, I think we've smashed it.
or trying something new
You have sailed before, Mark?
Many, many times.
Here's the next gust coming.
can be the perfect recipe
Oh, we've got sausage rolls.
Get it all on, and the kitchen sink.
My taste buds are doing high fives.
to nourish the mind
That's brilliant.
I can't believe I've stopped doing all this stuff. It's very therapeutic, don't you think?
body
Oh, I can feel things shaking that shouldn't be.
Fish on! Fish on.
and soul.
You know what they say? It's not about the destination. It's the journey.
For this weekend getaway, I'm heading south to the scenic county of North Yorkshire,
Well, will you look at that?
because that's where my fellow weekend escapee spent her childhood.
She is someone who has proven time and time again that with talent, determination, and a healthy dose of humour, anything is possible. I'm meeting up with the one and only, the hilarious, the multi-talented, the writer, the children's author, the actor, the comedian, the presenter. Very greedy if you ask me. It's Rosie Jones.
I'm on my way to Filey, a seaside resort that's been popular since Victorian times and is a favourite destination for Rosie and her family too. So I've arranged to meet her on the town's vast sandy beach so we can spend a day of relaxation together.
It's Rosie Jones. A delight in denim. Well, look at that. How dare you look so young?
Oh, hello. How are you?
More to the point, how are you?
Really good.
Come and join me in my slice of paradise on Filey Beach.
It's amazing.
This is for you. Nobody gets this treatment.
Oh, they are good cats.
I wouldn't do this for Alan Shearer, you know.
No, good.
Right.
Who?
Oh, do you like what I've done here?
Oh, great cat.
Only the best for Rosie Jones.
Oh, I love very good cat.
So did you grow up around here?
Yeah, I grew up about 10 miles that way in good old Bridlington.
What was the best part of growing up in these parts?
Oh, it's that.
Yeah.
It's a sea. Every day on my way to school, I see, I hear, I smell the sea, and I be transported like I was on holiday.
So when people ask you, where's home? What do you answer with?
Well, I live in London now. Home will be Bridlington because it's a sense of calm. I just had to look at the sea, and that's home for me.
So when you came down here as a little one,
Yeah.
would you go for a plodge?
Yeah,
Do you like plodging?
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
See that tent over there?
yeah.
That's not a tent. Do you know what that is?
What?
That's a sauna. I brought you to your own spa. In fact, no, the spa has come to us.
You brought me a sauna!
Yeah, so We're going to go in the water, going to get cold, then we're
Yeah.
going to get hot, then we're going to get cold, and then we're going to get hot again.
I'm glad I put my cozy on.
You got a cosy on already?
Yeah, I'm
love it.
ready.
Right, well, I need to get changed. Is that all right? So I'll be
Yeah.
back in a jiffy, and we'll go for a plodge.
All right.
How lovely
great.
is that?
I love that.
And we call this work.
Yes!
Don't leave me hanging!
Oh, the dream!
Anyone who's been to the seaside in the northeast will know we love getting our feet in the water at any given opportunity.
You never stop, Rosie. You never stop. So, do you have time to do stuff like this? Seriously, just getting away from it all.
I'm always doing about 8 jobs in one go. I really enjoy my job, but I'm definitely trying to take more time for me.
Yeah. But I love coming to places like this.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've read your beautiful book, The Amazing Edie Eckhart. And obviously it's a reflection of childhood.
Yeah.
And of course, there's so much of you in there.
Yeah.
Do you miss your childhood?
Yeah.
Do you?
And when I think about being a kid here, it was so freeing. I'd love to go back there.
Well, I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's kind of reclaiming it.
Yeah.
Why should the children just have it? Do you know what I mean?
We are regretting. I'm gonna go and let's see. Be a kid again. That's all right.
That's positively balmy.
I can still feel my feet. So that's good.
I was going to say, you do know Iceland's just round the corner up there. That's why it's so cold. Wakes you up, doesn't it?
Oh, I love that.
Well, I tell you what, it's very good for you. Good for your circulation, good for your skin.
Yeah.
Makes you look and feel 20 years younger. Look at me, I'm only 26.
We're the same age.
You can always rely on the North Sea to invigorate the senses. But now it's time for a stint in the wood-fired sauna, brought to us by Danny from Whitby Wellbeing.
Danny, how are you, lad?
Hello.
Good to see you, Robson.
Rosie,
Nice to see you.
yeah.
Me and Rosie have come to get hot and bothered.
Fantastic. You're in the right place. You can get hot and relaxed.
Yeah? Is this activity we're about to experience, can you assure us it's good for our mental well-being and our physical well-being?
Yeah, definitely. When you go in the sauna, you release endorphins. That's your natural high.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we go in the sea, you release dopamine, and that's like your big, your reward centre.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when we get in the sauna, it's community and everyone's getting together. It's kind of like, it's like the new pub, the healthy pub. So that's good for your mental well-being.
Have you got beer in there?
There's no beer, but there's steam.
Okay, that's something. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it.
Welcome to the wild sauna, guys.
Oh,
This is really hot. Don't touch that. But just relax. This is a whisk. And then we use this to stimulate the skin. And spread a bit of water around.
Oh, nice.
And it can also move the hot air.
hey!
You can have that.
Right, oh, thank you.
So if you want a bit more heat, it's a little bit of spring water on. This is called loyally.
I always want a bit more heat.
Enjoy.
Danny, love it. Thank you so much.
you.
Among other locations, Danny delivers his pop-up sauna to beaches on the East Coast here, so that clients can sweat out their stresses in the heart of nature.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
I must admit, I love the cold water because I know the benefits.
I find cold water a bit like exercise. in the moment, I hate it. But afterwards, chippy, you're so good for it.
Yeah. Do you want a bit more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit me, Robson.
I'll hit you with my sycamore.
I love it. What do we do now? Do we get cold?
What do we do now? What do you do now? I don't know if you know, but I'm doing all the sycamore tapping about with the water.
This is my weekend away.
It's our weekend away.
Potato.
Well, now our shoulders are starting to relax. It's time to decompress even more with a gentle drive inland towards Boroughbridge.
So, do you know when you were growing up and your experiences growing up in this area, did you draw upon them or do you draw upon them for your comedy?
Yeah, definitely. And I think I'm about to advance half the country. But you can't beat Northern humour. Every time I write something or I tell a joke, it's using that Northern humour, the Northern friendliness, and the characters that you only ever meet up here.
And when you're writing your books,
Yeah.
what inspires you? What drives you to write the themes and the narratives and the arc? And it seems from what I've read of yours, you're passionate about having representation.
Yeah, definitely, because having cerebral palsy meant that reading books, watching TV shows, I never saw anybody like me. And when there was a depiction of a disabled person, they were always the victim. And that isn't the life I lead or the life I recognise at all. I wanted to show disabled children that they could be whoever they wanted to be, and B, I wanted to show non-disabled kids that just because someone has a disability, it doesn't mean that they're less than or over. It just means that they're a little bit slower. And what's wrong with being a little bit slower? I'm in no rush.
Right. Have you been to Newby Hall before?
No, never.
Well, you're going today.
Right, I'm excited.
What's your favourite flower?
Rose, obviously.
Robson. Oh.
Just south of Ripon, 18th century Newby Hall is set in 25 award-winning acres of double borders and formal gardens.
See how thoughtful I am? You tell me in the car that your favourite flower is a rose,
Yeah.
and here we are in the rose garden,
I'm at home.
and smell that scent.
Yeah.
And here's the brains behind it all. Lawrence, lad, how are you?
Very well, how are you?
Robson, good to see you, man.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
How long you been a gardener here?
Here, almost 3 years.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
professionally, 15 years.
So what inspired you to be a gardener?
My granddad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a farmer, but he always grew vegetables. And then when I was young, I spent loads of time with him. So it was just straight from being, little kid, really.
Yeah.
The roses here at Newby are mainly old-fashioned shrub roses that reach their visual and perfumed peak in early to midsummer. There are plenty of other plants too, to add interest for the rest of the year.
Do you have a favourite section of your garden?
I mean, in 25 acres, it's hard to pick a favourite, but there's one just round the corner that I can show you if you want.
Would you like to see?
Come with me.
Yes!
So, Lawrence, do you see your job as work or it's just something you love?
I mean, it's not really work, is it? It's so good to be out in the garden. You're surrounded by nature, the amazing flowers, beautiful weather. What's not to love?
Bit of green therapy.
Yeah.
That's what you're having on this weekend escape. See, a bit of green therapy.
Robson, green.
Not messing about.
Are you a comedian?
At 172 metres long, these gardens are home to one of the longest borders in Europe. And the jewel in the crown for Lawrence is one of its more compact neighbours.
So this is Robin's Walk. It's a lovely double-sided herbaceous planting, and you know that very traditional country cottage garden feel of sort of primrose yellow and blue is just an absolute classic, and it's really lovely how the planting comes across the path. And it's very interactive, you know, so much of gardening is about interacting with nature and plants and the things we share the garden with, the bees, the butterflies, and this is a really lovely spot to do that.
I love it.
Well, do you know what? It's pretty obvious you love what you do and you really take care of it and you look after it. And in doing so, it looks after us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's good for the
love
soul.
Lovely to meet you, man.
Likewise. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
We could have spent all day here. There's so much to see. But as the River Ure happens to drift by the end of the gardens, I want us to do something that never fails to bring me a sense of serenity. And that's to go all aboard for a river cruise, this time with guide Ivan.
Come and meet the crew.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Rosie.
Rosie, Ivan, nice to meet you.
Van, Robson.
Nice to meet you, Robson.
Tours run in both directions from this spot, either west towards Ripon or east to Boroughbridge. And trips can take from 1 to 4 hours, depending on how much time you'd like to spend out of the fast lane.
So, Ivan, tell us about this scenic tour and what scenarios we're going to see along the River Ure.
We're going to head up towards Ripon, so we're going against the flow of the water. Ripon's about a mile or so ahead of us, and we go up towards the canal system there. So we'll continue on up and see what we can see. We do see the herons, and we see little egrets as well. So they're the little white birds that look like herons. So hopefully we should see those in a moment or two.
But no otters.
No otters, I'm sorry about it.
I'm kicking off.
You never know. Simon, whose boats they are, he has actually seen one of the otters during the day eating a rather nice trout for his lunch. Yes.
Yeah, the River Ure is a good salmon and sea trout river, you know. Get some big fish in here.
The big thing that they talk about here is, I've heard, we've got a large pike that follows the boat.
The Leviathan, yeah.
Yeah, so he follows the boat and he uses it as a bit of a shade so he can do some hunting along the river. I think he's about 20 pounds. So that's quite a big pike. And
Well,
so,
it's a lot less than someone else told me. They think it's about £35. Fishermen,
yeah.
man. Fishermen.
fishermen, they're always the way.
Liars.
I mean,
They're all liars.
At about 74 miles in length, the River Ure is the main waterway through Wensleydale and provides a lovely perspective of this part of Yorkshire.
so that looks like quite a young heron because he's quite small, so it's probably his first or second year.
North Yorkshire is the gift that keeps on giving because a lot of it is untouched.
It is, yeah. And as you can hear from my really strong Yorkshire accent, I've moved to this part of the world because I married a Yorkshire lass, but...
It's doing things like this that make me proud to be a Yorkshire lass.
Well, it's a beautiful place to be, and like so many things up here, it's gentle, it's polite, it's courteous, there's lots to see, and it's just really nice to slow it down.
But like me, gentle, polite, and slow.
So, you've been doing this sort of thing all your life, you know?
No. Only the last couple of years or so. I worked down south, around London, 30-odd years, too busy, time to take some time out, slow down. My wife said, should we go back to God's own country? So there we go, came up here. And I do this as a volunteer, so a lot of us are volunteers on the boats here. People say, why do you volunteer? And I go, well, in a world that was fast and furious for me in another life, as they say, this is priceless, really.
It's lovely to listen to you. You're someone who's genuinely passionate about what we're talking about.
But I'm now at an age where if I don't de-stress and if I don't take time out, it spoils the latter part of my life, if I'm honest. You know, and one thing about men's mental health is that really we're not good at talking about it. We are pretty rubbish, really. And as was said to me in the grounds by a guy last week, it is okay not to be okay. So, but this makes me okay. And it's good.
I love that.
What a tonic of a day it's been, filling our lungs with the scent of sea air, English roses, and a warm Yorkshire breeze.
I'm no good at goodbyes. I'm only good at hello. I've had the best time, you know.
I have. And I just loved meeting you.
You too.
And I feel so calm and relaxed. I love you.
I love you too. Great, you've got a new friend.
Yay!
Rosie's headed off back home, but I'm only halfway through my weekend escape, so I'm off to find my digs for the night.
Yorkshire is such a beautiful county.
I'm travelling just north of Malton, where the watery theme continues, because I booked a night in a converted shipping container that sits on Mike and Rachel's farmland. I do love a bit of recycling.
Rachel,
Nice to meet
how
you.
are you? Nice to see you.
You too?
Mike, good to see you.
How are you? All right.
I'm good. So, whose idea was it to have industrial containers on your land?
A chap called Pete from who originally from London, actually. He had these designed, and they're all his design, everything he wanted in it. And we built the site ourselves, and we just put it together, and we do a profit share.
So do you find a lot of people come here just to de-stress and decompress and reset?
Oh, massively. You see them sat out on the balcony with a bottle of wine and a book, and inside the cabins, we don't have TVs or much technology, and people do very much come for that digital detox just to chill and switch off. And I think it's perfect for that. It's a real haven of quiet.
Well, thank you so much. It's lovely.
Thank you very much. Right, see you later.
You too.
Well, what a place to get my head down.
Just enjoy the view.
And even though the neighbours are still larking about, I'm going to be transported into the land of Nod in no time. It's the last day of my trip away in North Yorkshire.
I mean, how lovely is this? It's perfect. I had a great night's sleep in my what was once a cold industrial container and is now a really cosy cabin. Such a simple idea, isn't it? And the results, they're magical, really, when you wake up to the sights and the sounds of the North Yorkshire countryside. What a wonderful way to start your day. A day that is only going to get better.
Because, as I'm only half an hour away from the east coast here, I want to drink in more of this epic scenery.
So here I am, driving in the heart of the largest county in England.
By heading over to Scarborough, where I'm meeting Stuart, who runs wildlife spotting trips along this ancient coastline.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you,
Welcome
man.
aboard the Becca Marie.
Becca Marie, mate, Is it a good day to go on a sea life safari?
It's a perfect day. The wildlife is spectacular off Scarborough. We're going to go to the seal colony. There's puffins on the water this morning. There's tons of seabirds. It's excellent. It's perfect for it.
Most important question. Are there fish in that there sea?
It's the North Sea, Robson. It's full of fish.
Excellent. Let's go.
We're going to a location which Stuart's hoping will be rich in marine life.
It's amazing, isn't it? So many people, when they think, oh, let's go and see some extraordinary wildlife, think they have to get on a plane and spend a lot of money and travel thousands of miles, when you forget some of the most extraordinary sights to behold are in the actual North Sea.
They are. I think it was nearly a year ago today, last year. We pulled out of the harbour on a normal trip. And it came over the radio, there's a minke whale breaching out there. And this minke was literally 50 yards away from the boat, bouncing out of water. And it was just one of them things I'll never forget.
Wow. Right, Gilly Motts, tick. Feel like a kid again.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Now, why do you think seals and the dolphins and the puffins and all the amazing bird life want to call this place home?
Well, it's Yorkshire. No, the sea's alive at the moment. It is absolutely alive. Fishing in the area has changed. There's not many fishing boats out of Scarborough. It's all crab and lobster ground. So the fish get left alone, the seals eat the fish, and the anglers like yourself come along and catch the fish.
Moving away from the scrutiny of the surrounding seals,
Oh, look at
He's getting dozy.
He's grey.
Stuart and skipper Ronnie are taking me to their secret fishing ground.
So what depth are we at, Ronnie?
19 metres.
19 metres.
And I can't think of a better way of wrapping up a break than casting a line in the North Sea.
Fish on.
He's got a fish.
Yeah. Oh, he's off. He's off. Oh. That was a pollock. That was definitely a pollock. There is nothing better than catching your own cod or haddock or pollock for your tea.
Exactly.
And you know what they say, it always tastes better when you catch it yourself.
Oh, it does. You put the work into it.
That's a fish. That's a fish.
He's in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mackerel. It's not. It's a pollock.
It's a little pollock.
I've got my tea sorted out.
Sorted.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do love the fickle nature of fishing and how the finest weather can change just as quickly too.
So the sea fret's come down now, Robson.
Yeah.
Look at it, we've got a wheelhouse full of electronics. Tells us exactly where we are.
You know what it is, Stuart? That fret, it's a sign. It's telling us to go back to port.
Yeah, it's coming in thick.
Yeah.
It's coming in heavy.
Only catch what you need.
You fed the family, are you in?
But I've got another one.
He's in, that's a better fish.
That's a good fish. Oh, this is a good fish.
It could be a cod, this.
This could be a cod, the way it took. Oh, no, it's just a really nice pollock.
It's another really nice bucket.
What a beauty. Best one of the day. What did we say? There's always time for one last cast, isn't there? Doesn't get any better than that.
What a glorious break. Making a new pal in Rosie and getting to see so much of this magical county. If you want a surefire way of switching off, North Yorkshire makes it plain sailing.
Softly you whisper my name. In the night we find a flame. Hearts beat in perfect time. Two souls on the sweetest climb. Stars above shining bright, guiding us through the night. We dance under the sky. In your arms I know I can fly. Whispered by the moonlight, love is in full flight. Hand in hand we stand forever. Together we are strong. In your love is where I belong. Your eyes hold the key to the dreams we set free. Together we are strong. In your love is where I belong. Every breath